Hi guys! So this is my attempt to season my cast iron. I really don't know what I'm doing, but Jonathan says we have to leave oil on it, and then I'm also adding salt because I need to add salt to my food anyways. We made it for a little outing. There's this like perfect little gated grass play music area by one of the meeting spots, and so we got there very early, had snacks and ran around, and I took my socks off and walked in the grass, and it was wonderful. I haven't done that in a while since we were transitioning. So I'm super thankful that my higher power had a way better plan than we did, and everything we need is around us and in walking distance, and I just feel very loved by my higher power. One time I found this little heart jewel thing that says something like I love you to the every little need, basically, and that's how my higher power's love feels. It's everything really does matter to it, and yeah, so all the special details are very, very special. And so we did that, and then it was able to hit a noon meeting, and we left a bit early because Neil started getting sleepy and we still had to walk back. And so now I'm going to do a quick lunch. I'm going to start with mine because I learned to feed myself first, and so I'll do that, and then instead of them just saying no to something, they can actually taste it. They can actually taste it before they're like, eh. So I'm going to do leftovers from last night and see if I can get them to eat some of it. If they don't want the lentils again, I'm going to do leftovers omelet style. So a breakfast for lunch with leftover dinners. I don't know. It's going to be delicious, and it works, and it's nutritious. So that's what I'm doing. And the cool thing about the book for today that was read at the meeting. Oh, nice. Oh, cute, girl. Keep your robes on. Sorry, I'm focusing here. So, the just for today, it was about the spiritual awakening. And so I spent a big chunk of my sobriety clean time not in recovery, truly. My ego was really big, and I was like, I grew up in the rooms and I know everything there is to know, and I took a hard right, or is it a hard left, does it matter, into religion, and that's part of the literature, is that those things don't work for us, and religion being one of them, but I studied it heavily, and I've always had a true sense of faith, a true knowing that there's a God, a higher power. So that's always been true and real and authentic. And also my addiction / ego and everything would also use religion in a lot of ways. And guess what? It didn't work for me because I'm an alcoholic and I'm an addict. And so I was talking about spiritual awakening, and so in regards to religion, there can be the idea you do X, Y, and Z, and blah 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 blah, and you arrive, and and once you arrive, then you can easily want to become superior to others, right? Because you've arrived through this religion, through this spiritual bypassing, and the reading was about how really spiritual awakening is a bunch of little things, noticing the birds sing in the morning, and being, and so to me, after it was read, it what I got from it was that, oh, it's a shift from my addiction having the front seat of and always being restless, irritable, and discontent, shifting into part of the spiritual awakening is having more moments, more phases of time, more chunks of time where I'm in gratitude and thankfulness and joy and peace. And I just had never made that connection, that that's part of the spiritual awakening, is having more of those moments. And that was really cool. And I've been trying to do that like since moving into our new home because I have so much to be grateful for, and it still can be so easy to like let things allow me to shift back into the restless, irritable, and discontentedness. And so it's still like a conscious choice, like, oh, this thing, like, we live in like the center of town, so there's like a lot of traffic, especially on the weekends at night, and like people really do like to drag race, really in the middle of the night. And like before that, I could have just made me so mad, like, oh, interrupting my sleep and blah blah blah, and I just lay there, and instead I like listened to the cars because it's like I have a home to lay in with my family, and I can listen to the cars go by. So just that's one example. But I'm going to focus on the foods I don't find anything, but I wanted to share that and capture it.